Good evening, Tottenham fans. It's finished. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Atletico Madrid 2, but Spurs go out 7-5 on aggregate. Spurs couldn't have played any better, in my opinion. They were absolutely phenomenal today. The work rate was insane. The football was so much better. One-touch football, clinical play. It was so entertaining to watch this game today, and I felt like Spurs were back today. I know we didn't go through, and not many of us expected us to go through. I did say we had a good chance of, making a comeback in this game, and I wasn't far off. A couple of more better decisions, and we probably would have got right into this game. And the goalkeeper made some absolutely fantastic saves for them. So, all in all, Spurs were absolutely phenomenal, and I just want to go through the game. Then I'll tell you a couple of star players I thought today were absolutely exceptional. So, in the first half, Tottenham completely dominated this game. Completely dominated. We had them on the ropes. We really did. Gray was running the show in midfield, absolutely running the show. I can't believe he's 20 years old. He looks so mature for his age, and he's getting better and better and better, but more on him soon. Tell was absolutely electric on the wing as well, and he got a great assist for Kolo Muani as well. Kolo Muani with an excellent header, by the way, to score his 4th Champions League goal of the season. Wish he could do that a bit more in the Premier League. Tell had another opportunity where great work from Gray once again in the midfield, ends up with Tell. Tell beats his man, and again he could have squared it to Gray, who should have finished the move, which the football for this move was absolutely insane. If we scored from this goal, it would have been a brilliant goal, but Tell shot instead of squaring it, and the chance was wasted, in my opinion. But second half, early goal from Alvarez really started killing us off, and but Spurs responded very, very quickly. Brilliant finish from Xavi Simons, and great work again from Archie Gray. Archie Gray sets him up, does a 1-2 with Xavi. Xavi belts it into the bottom corner. Absolutely exceptional finish from Xavi, and Xavi was a lot better today as well, by the way. Killer second from the corner as Atletico Madrid gets the second goal. Really could have been preventable. I think if Gray was standing on the front post a little bit more, it could have been easily saved. But they scored from the corner, and I think that sort of killed the game. So for me, from then, it was like, we can't have a great performance like this and not win the game. So I was so happy when Xavi in the 90th minute won a penalty and then scored the penalty, and we ended up winning the game, because I think the fans wanted to see us win a game. We haven't won a game. Well, we've won games in the Championship. We haven't won a game in the Premier League. But, this losing run, then drawing at Anfield, and then winning now against Atletico Madrid, that you can see a massive turning point in these players. The work rate is insane. The football was so much better. Honestly, if you didn't get to watch this game, the football was so quick, one-touch football, 1-2s. The players knew what they were doing. It was just night and day compared to what we've been seeing for the last 3 months. So I'm very, very happy and very proud of the boys today. They gave absolutely everything. There was a bit, even Vicario, like, I don't, lots of people give him a lot of stick, including myself. But in the first half, where there was a bolting shot coming towards him, it deflected off Romero at the last second. He had already dived, and he still stuck his hand out and saved it. It was an absolute phenomenal save. Joe Hart was the commentator, by the way, and he nearly screamed with delight when he saved that, because obviously he's a goalkeeper. And by the way, Joe Hart was a really good commentator. I really rate him as a commentator. He doesn't put Spurs down like a lot of these commentators do, and and he's very sensible, very intelligent guy. So yeah, I'm glad about that. But yeah, Vicario's save was absolutely world class. It was an absolute world class save. Yeah, I think it was very vital that we got the win today. I think that builds momentum going into the Forest game. We won at home as well, which is always good. For some reason, when Spurs are in Europe, they just win games. I wish every week we was in Europe, because Spurs just seem to be. I think that we're undefeated now for 25 or 26 games at home in European football, and that is taking some doing. Dortmund, Atletico Madrid lately as well, Frankfurt. We can beat teams. It's just we need to transfer this now into the Premier League. Spurs were absolutely phenomenal tonight. They were phenomenal. But I just want to pinpoint 2 players today that maybe 3. I'll probably end up saying 10, but because everybody to a man were absolutely exceptional today. So if I pick out some players, please let me know in the comments what players I missed out and who you think should get a mention, because my first one is Archie Gray. I need to get him on, because Archie Gray, 20 years old, running the midfield against Atletico Madrid at home in an important Champions League game where, we need to win and we need to try and get through still. With 3 goals down, he ran the show in midfield. And I'm not like over exaggerating it because I'm a Spurs fan. He ran the show. He was on the ball constantly. He was winning the ball constantly. He was setting up attacks. He was stopping attacks. He did everything that a midfielder needs to do. And for me, he's excelling, like really excelling. Playing him in the midfield is where he likes to play. And now he's had all the experience of playing all the different positions. You could see it's helped him playing in that midfield now. He's stronger, much stronger now. His tackles are much better timing for his tackles. His passing range is absolutely exceptional. He wins the ball back time and time again, but he starts attacks time and time again. He's always looking to pass forward. So remember earlier in the season when we were saying we're not really playing the ball forward, we haven't got forward playing midfielders. Well, we have. We got Archie Gray. He's absolutely exceptional. Saar works really, really well with him, by the way, in the midfield. But I can't wait to see Bergvall and Gray together. I know they were on later on in the game today, but Bergvall looked really sharp as well, which is another positive. But Gray and Bergvall in the midfield together are going to be absolutely exceptional. And add to that, Xavi's about 2 years older than them. So you got Xavi, Bergvall, and Gray is definitely our midfield future, 100%. Them 3 are going to be absolutely insane. Another guy I want to mention is Matisse Tell. Now, one of my mates, Billy, said Thomas Frank should be in prison for the crimes against Tell for not playing him. And it's true. Tell was absolutely exceptional today. He was taking on his man every chance he got. He was creating chances. He was shooting. He got a great assist. His shots were, great saves from the keeper. And, he could easily have had a goal today as well. He was causing them all sorts of problems. And again, he's only 20 years old. We've got a very, very good core nucleus of young players coming through. And Tell gets a lot of stick, but I think Igor is getting the best out of him. And if Tell can keep playing like this, then he should be in the first team every single week, because he was absolutely phenomenal today. I think for me, out of the 2, I think I'd give man of the match to Archie Gray. I think Archie Gray was absolutely it was class today. Absolutely class. Now, if people are saying that I'm over exaggerating it, please watch the game and just watch Archie Gray closely, because he was so good today. Who else can I mention? Jed Spence. I think his work rate was absolutely phenomenal today. Even in the 95th minute, they were running on the break. They were through. He sprinted to catch him up, slide tackle, got the ball off him and started up another attack. He's very one-footed though, very one-footed. Like when they were pressing him, he could only go one way, sort of thing. So but his work rate was really good. I think Van der Ven and Romero were pretty solid today at times. There's lots of positive. Olasesi came on as well, and again he looked really good. Like he looked good against Atletico Madrid. He doesn't look out of place at all. He's got some skill on him. He's pretty strong for his age as well. So that could be another gem that we've just pulled out of the academy. So yeah, he was pretty good when he came on, to be fair. Like, can't really complain about the level. Didn't drop when he came on. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so to a man, everybody was good. Like I'm just pointing out the ones that were above good, the ones that are really stood out for me today. So yeah, Vicario's save was a world class save. It really was a world class save. Xavi gets a couple of goals, and Gray for me gets man of the match. Like I'm happy. I'm sounding like super happy, but we've gone out. If that makes sense, I shouldn't be this happy, but I'm happy because bringing that work rate, that skill, that football that we played today, and put that against Nottingham Forest on Sunday, I can see us getting a victory on Sunday. I'm so more confident, so much more confident now of beating Nottingham Forest than I ever was before. And Forest are playing tomorrow, by the way, so they've got a day less of rest, and they're traveling out to Denmark as well. So Spurs play like this. They managed to rest a few players as well. We've got Souza, Paulinho coming back as well, Richarlison coming back, maybe Solanke coming back as well. So we're going to have quite a fullish squad now of players. And you have to add like Olasesi into this squad now as a squad rotation player. Bergvall's back in the midfield as well. Sarr was good again today, by the way. He works really well with Archie Gray. So all in all, there's so many positives to take from today. We won, we didn't go through, but that win for those fans, they deserved that win today. The team, the fans, everyone deserved that win today. The fight, the passion, everything that they put in was, I couldn't have asked for any more. That's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, like I don't think we would have gone on to win the Champions League if we somehow got through today. And it's going to give us less games for when we're fighting this relegation battle. I don't think it's going to be long before we edge away from those relegation teams if we keep playing like this every week. That's for sure. Let me know in the comments what you thought of today's game. Who was your standout player and what did you think of Archie Gray? Thank you for watching and come on you Spurs.